I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Harry Poulakakos. He is founder of Harry's of Hanover Square originally, which is now Harry's. And we also have Peter Poulakakos, who is restaurateur and also Harry's son. So gentlemen, wonderful to have you here today. You celebrated a big milestone with the bell ringing this morning, 50th anniversary of Harry's. Harry, tell me, what does this milestone mean to you?
Well, I had a lot of exciting days in my life, but today was a very big one and unexpected. And the boys, when they did all this work, and I really appreciate that, and it was very, very nice for me. I felt really great because I spent a lot of time in New York Stock Exchange,
Yes.
seeing people for different things, and they always was helpful to me, and they was helpful in my business. They always patronized my restaurant, and they made sure I was gonna do well.
Yes, and many of them were down here cheering you on as you rang the bell this morning.
Yeah.
And Peter, for you to be here along with your father to celebrate this milestone, that was must really mean something to you too.
I mean, it's amazing. I have to say, not only is it an honor for my dad and for our family, but the fact that my dad's lived this American dream, coming to this country as an immigrant and making his way through the restaurant trade and basically falling in love with this neighborhood, this Wall Street neighborhood.
Yes.
And to see that American dream and then to ring the bell, which is basically, I mean, one of the foundations of the American dream right here in the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh, yes.
It's synonymous in a lot of ways, and it's great. The feeling is just amazing. This is the pinnacle of the American dream. As an award from my dad today, it's amazing.
Yes, yes. So now, Harry, Peter mentioned that you fell in love with this neighborhood. Now, when you opened Harry's of Hanover Square back in 1972, it became sort of a Wall Street clubhouse. So talk to me about the connection to the community down here. Why was it so important? Why was everybody wanting to come to Harry's?
I knew a lot of the people, because I was down here from day one. I mean, not only the 50 years in business, but since 1956.
Right.
So I met a lot of people, and I was nice to people. People was nice to me, and even if I walk on the street, if I went 2 blocks, 100 people say hello to me.
Yes, yes. Now that's because you worked down here in other restaurants before actually starting Harry's.
Exactly, yeah.
So you were very familiar with the community down here.
And exactly, people was beautiful. I mean, every day was a happy day for me.
Yes. So now, Peter, the restaurant actually closed back in 2003 and reopened in 2006 with a new look.
Yeah.
Tell me about the transformation then and how the restaurant continues to stay relevant now.
The restaurant closed because my mom passed away, and we have to remember that it was really a group effort of my dad and my mom, Adrian, who ran Harry's, and they were the perfect restaurant team. And when the team broke when my mom passed away, it was just too much for him to handle. Too many memories.
Yes.
It wasn't really the work. It was the memories, and so he's like, let's call it quits. And we were thinking about just going in a different direction with restaurants. And then about 2 years later, my partners and I from our first restaurant venture asked my dad, we said, can we reopen Harry's? We want to name it Harry's again. And he said, you can do that. I just want it to be different from the Harry's that it was before. And he's like, so redo it, build it, make it the way that you want to see Harry's. So it's not just a redo of me. It's something really new for the next people that are coming downtown.
Right.
And so that's what we did, and it's a different downtown now. It's a mixture of residential, a lot more tourism. There's still a lot of finance, but other businesses as well. You have a solid lunch business, but the nighttime business is very different from what it was before. It used to be an after-work place, maybe a quick bite after the bar, but things kind of ended early. Now, you have a wait for tables at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
That's something that has never happened
Some late night
in
dining.
this area. Yeah, and so it's a little bit more consistent with the rest of New York now, which is great. And it's the crowd is young, old, diverse. It's energetic. It's nice. It's different from what my dad had, where it was really Wall Street just focused. Now we have
Right.
a nice group of people. It's great. It's two neighborhoods in one. I feel it's like we have this great like commercial clientele, that work whether corporate or Wall Street, and then you have these residents in the area, and they kind of merge in the evening, and it's awesome.
Yes.
It makes it for a great place.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Harry, you are no stranger to Harry's, I hear. I hear that you can still be seen at the restaurant
Yeah,
pretty much every day of the week.
Almost.
When he's in New York,
Yeah.
he is in Harry's.
Matter of fact,
he-
yesterday I spent the whole day there, and I felt very good.
Yeah.
So
It's
now,
like the fountain of youth for him. It's the more he spends at Harry's,
Right.
the younger he gets.
the energy,
Yeah.
right? I totally get that, totally understand that. So now you mentioned, Peter, you actually, in addition to Harry's, you own and operate like over 20 different restaurants as well as a wine store.
Yes.
Now, talk to me a little bit about that, and also Adrian's,
Yes.
which is a pizzeria that you have here locally that is absolutely delicious. I've had it
Thank you.
myself,
Thank you.
and named after your mom.
Yes.
Right. But
Yes.
yeah, let's hear. Let's hear.
So our two flagship restaurants are Adrian's and Harry's. One named after my mom, and one after obviously my dad. And Adrian's is unfortunately my mom never got to see it. She passed away before we opened the restaurant, and we named it after her in memory of her. She was a big pizza fan, and we are very excited about Harry's and Adrian's because we will be opening an Adrian's Pizza Bar and a Harry's in West Palm Beach in the first quarter of this coming year.
Okay.
So we're excited about that, and we have some other really exciting brands. One is called the Dead Rabbit, which is a fantastic cocktail bar, recognized as one of the best cocktail bars in the world. It was best bar in the world in London's 50 Best a few years ago, and it has, and it's not from our doing. Jack McGarry and the founder Sean Muldoon created something really spectacular there, and it's just something that we're really happy to be a part of, and we're happy that Wall Street got to share it because the first Dead Rabbit of many for the future started downtown in our area. And then we have Bathtub Gin, which is a fantastic lounge as well. Le District in the Old World Financial Center, which is now Brookfield Place. And they're great places. I always felt that they were fitting places for the Wall Street community to enjoy, but they were designed as well for everyone else to really enjoy. And I always said in the beginning when we were opening these places 15 years ago, I'm like, as the residents the residential market was growing, but it wasn't really there. I'm like, if we can get Wall Street to pay for this and we can get the residents to love it, we're going to have a great restaurant, right?
And it worked.
And that's what it was, and that's how it worked. Bathtub Gin, fantastic brand as well. We're looking to expand the Bathtub Gin brand and the Dead Rabbit brand over the next few years. We're very excited about that.
Well, that's very exciting news.
And as of Harry's and Adrian's, I think we're going to stop with West Palm because
Okay.
he doesn't need more than 2 locations to go back and forth from.
It's keeping you very busy.
Yes.
Exactly.
I have to keep him in shape. Yep.
3 locations is enough, and it's going to be nice in Florida too.
Oh, it'll be wonderful. Well, congratulations to you both. Harry,
Thank you.
congratulations. I mean,
Thank you.
50th anniversary, quite a milestone.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're,
very much.
you're a Wall Street icon.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
A
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Nice
for
to
having
have
us.